Yo, what's up, guys? So, hey, I think a big misconception on, what to do when you're slow in the business, and what to do during wintertime. A lot of guys generate, income doing holiday lighting and doing all sorts of different things. I don't do any of that stuff, mainly because I turn this time into campaigns, websites, ads, getting all of that stuff tight as far as Google Ads, Facebook, and my automation campaigns for my autoresponders, and what I'm going to be doing that for the spring. So there's two routes, right? If you don't have the money, these are things you got to do yourself. If you got the money, pay somebody, all right, to do it. If you want basically to expand your business, and look, I'm not talking about expand as far as get more trucks. I'm not the more truck guy. I don't want more trucks. I want to have, and I do have, but I really want to double it come April of 2019. The amount of leads that I have coming in every single day, I want to double it. I think in April we had like 200 calls or 180 calls, something like that. I want to double it. So what do I got to do? I got to basically campaign and get all my autoresponder and everything tight, and make sure that my marketing is ready. Now, last year I didn't really even have a website during that time. I had just probably gotten the website company to start on my website, so I was still using a crappy little Wix site during that time, and I didn't know anything about ads. I was not running any ads throughout that time period. So that's what's scary, is like, what's gonna happen this year when we're doing all that stuff, when we're hitting Facebook hard and when we're hitting Google hard and we're hitting all those things. I mean, I'm sure just the pressure washing business is just gonna blow up, and my goal is to not be able to get to all of it. That's where I want to stay, because that allows endless choices for me to decide on who I work for. Okay, when you're in that position and you're not needing anyone's business, you're able to stay postured. You're able to stay above almost and look down into their situation and say, I'm going to opt into this or I'm going to opt out of it. I had a lady call me yesterday and she hit like 3 of my favorite trigger phrases, and I just told her I'm not going to be able to facilitate. Like they usually do it themselves. She's gonna rent a pressure washer. Her son's not available, but normally he is, and normally he takes care of it. This and this and this and this and this. You know what that means? That means they're gonna be cheap. I've been to this person's house, this type of person, 100 times, and already know they're gonna be a cheap ass, okay? I don't wanna deal with it. I'm not driving 30 minutes to her house to hear her complain about a $250 job. Something like literally I'm lowering the price on. Not gonna happen. Not gonna do it. Don't want the money, okay? So you have to be able to get your stuff set up to where you're in that place where you can flex, honestly. I mean, unless you just wanna work for everyone and just like, I really don't think, I think it's an either or situation. I don't think you can work for everyone and maintain high ticket. Like, I just don't. Whenever someone calls me, I'm erring on the side of this could be the last time I ever talk to this person. And how do you know you want to work for this lead is a good question that you need to ask yourself, because some people are just problem humans, right? Some people just are, and I curate those individuals heavily and I sort them heavily, and I think that's really like the only healthy way to do it, because once you start working for everyone, man, you start getting complaints, people start nitpicking, and I ain't got time for it, So, and you shouldn't either. You should be able to have enough leads coming into your business to where you're able to sort people out, and you're able to decide who you work for. Now, look, I get it. This is a contrarian view to the way most people run their businesses in this industry. Most people are real pity-pat, dude. Most people, now look, we're kind, we're nice, we're cordial, we're helpful, and we do want to help. That's something that we do. We really do want to help these people out and get their homes cleaned or get their windows cleaned or whatever. But I am not emotionally attached to the outcome of that lead or that call. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that whenever you're going into it, that, like I said, this could be the last time you talk to them. So with that being said, make sure you click the link below. I basically distilled down a couple of my sales techniques for just getting high ticket jobs. Basically, we are currently the most expensive company in town, and we get jobs. So, and people will tell us, you know, you were like $100 more than anybody else, or, you know, $200 or whatever, you know, for doing our types of services, and people are still going with us. And I have to attribute that to some of the techniques that I have distilled down into this piece of paper. Now, this isn't an all-inclusive situation, but it's definitely got like 3 ones, but I have three techniques that I've gone in depth in, like almost obnoxiously in depth, you know, to clarify what I'm thinking about and what I'm doing when I'm selling certain things, and how I'm closing the deal, and how I'm working the customer to get the most money out of them, and because I feel like that's my money in their pockets, and to do an excellent job. You know, that's the big thing. If you're going to charge high ticket, you have to do an excellent job. You have to be on call. If something goes wrong and it's your fault, you have to own it, and you have to be back there. But that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. I never had a problem with it, like that type of integrity. So why aren't you charging? That's the big question. Why aren't you charging? Why aren't you the most expensive person? If you're an integral guy or gal out there, why don't you have the biggest question is, why don't you have the courage to charge those prices? Okay? And I think this is a place where a lot of service industry guys stick, and then they'll rationalize away, well, I just want to help everybody and I want to spread joy, and I mean, they'll find some way to link it back to Jesus or something about why they can't charge, but they charge. Jesus ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. You scared. That's the deal, right? So we got to learn how to have courage in that department, but we also got to learn the psychology behind the high ticket sale, and what are the trigger phrases, and what are these individuals thinking, and what is important to them, and getting to that core criteria that is important to those clients, and not just selling surface. You know, when you get there, I call it buckshot selling. You're just out there like shooting buckshot, man. Yeah, this is what we do, and this, yeah, you got this, and you got this. Oh yeah, you need your gutters exterior clean. Oh yeah, and then the gutters one. The concrete needs clean. No. It's just, it's too much, and that will not work for you. Even if you are excellent, even if you have the wrap on your truck, even if you see, because usually all the stuff that everyone thinks is going to move the needle for you in getting high ticket may move it a centimeter, but it does not move miles. The miles, the thing that moves the needle miles, is not a truck wrap. I still don't have truck wraps. It's not your shirts, okay? Sometimes I'll show up in, you know, a nice jacket with no logo. It's not any of those things that the main, you know, companies who are selling you this shit want to tell you. There's a lot of psychology that's going into this. So download that little PDF, dude. It's free. And let me know what you think about it. I'm going to be uploading a bunch of different videos. A lot of the videos that I upload are not going to be based on equipment or how to fix your equipment or all the blah, blah, blah about equipment. I just feel like there's a lot of videos out there that handle that. And you could probably agree with me on that. Where, you know, guys are out there, 8 gallon a minute, 4 gallon a minute. I made a video on that, and it did get a bunch of views, but scratch that. I'll probably make some videos just because they get views. Honestly, I'll make videos about, you know, what equipment to use, what equipment I've used in the past. Yeah, I remember days I was charging $1,500 to clean half a house with a 4 gallon a minute washer from Home Depot that I rented. I'm just saying. people will bite. People will buy it if you sell it. Well, that's highway robbery. Well, then you'll never sell high ticket stuff, so. You just have to have balls, man. Like, that's the thing. I hate to say it like that. It's like I'm always I'm doing housekeeping, but I don't think you know how much housekeeping I had to do on myself. Because I was you at one point in time. If you're not being able to charge that kind of thing, I was you. I was scared. And I didn't know the lay of the landscape and truly what I was worth at that point in time. But all of that has changed, especially in this business. And I think it has to come from a cognitive decision that you're going to make a change in being able to charge high ticket prices. So click the link below, get that thing, holler at me, click the like button in this video and subscribe. I'm literally going to be starting to talk about some automation that you can do in your pressure washing, window cleaning business, landscaping business, through a couple different high-end programs, Infusionsoft, a couple different things like that, and how you can basically keep in touch with your clients and prospects throughout the year to get them to, obviously keep buying from you, run